Please stand.
Put your right hand over your heart.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
What is Veterans Day? This is coming up on SBTV News. I'm Gabby C., your anchor. Veterans Day was originally called Armistice Day and began as an association to reflect on the heroism of those who died in our country's service. It falls on November 11th, the anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended World War I in 1954. Armistice Day was changed to Veterans Day in order to recognize veterans of all wars and not just World War I. According to military.com, each year on Veterans Day, there is a prominent Veterans Day ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery where the president traditionally lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. There are also many events held on Veterans Day. One is held in Sacramento. This ceremony features a program that includes musical performances, speeches from state officials, and a wreath-laying ceremony to honor California veterans. Held at the U.S. Navy Memorial in Washington, D.C., this event includes the traditional reading of the names of veterans who have passed away in the last year, also with musical tributes and speeches. Veterans Day is a good time to write a heartfelt letter or spend time with a veteran if you know and listen to their stories and their experience. It might surprise you what stories they have to share. That's all your news for today. Take it away, Ramon.
So I'm here with
Jose Salinas. How did I find out about my military career? I guess I'll start with one of my cousins was in the Air Force. So that's kind of what initially piqued my interest. And then at the same time, when I was in high school, my high school offered a JROTC program, and it just so happened to also be an Air Force JROTC. So that's what initially caught my interest in it. And I was like, hey, this might be like a career path that I can go into.
Okay. Following up on that question, what convinced you to join?
Well, so initially, I didn't even know if I was going to be joining, right? Initially, I wanted to join LAPD. I wanted to be a police officer, but I had to be 21 in order to become a police officer. So I was like, man, I just didn't want to be sitting around,
right,
dead-end jobs, not doing something with myself. So I just decided, hey, I've already done a few years in JROTC. I spoke with my cousin about his time in the Air Force. He did 4 years. So I was like, hey, let's give this a shot and, see what it's about and see if I actually like it.
Okay. And what was boot camp like?
Oh, man. Boot camp. Some fond memories there. So my boot camp was 6.5 weeks. I remember stepping off the bus in San Antonio, Texas. That's where our basic is in Lackland Air Force Base.
Okay.
Man, I remember stepping off. It was June of 2008. And the first thing I remember was just that high humidity hitting my face. And it was nighttime at the time, but it was still like 80, 90 degrees.
Wow.
And it just hit me. Yeah, like a blow dryer straight to the face.
Wow.
So, from there, it's, you get off the bus, you got the TIs screaming at you. They're like getting you to move. So it's definitely a change of pace, something I wasn't used to, but you get acclimated pretty quickly. You learn what's important, which balls you can bounce, which ones you can't drop. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and what training skills have you acquired throughout boot camp?
Throughout boot camp?
Yes.
So boot camp is pretty basic. That's why they call it basic training, right? It's kind of like fundamentals. They break you down, build you back up, and you kind of learn the basic level information that you need when joining your specific branch. So for Air Force, a lot of it kind of revolves around learning the different ranks, rank structure,
Okay.
Anti-terrorism training. There's a whole bunch of different tier training that you kind of do, but it's all fundamental based.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can kind of build upon that when you get out of basic, then you go to your actual technical training, which is where you learn your specific job or whatever your specific career is going to be.
Right. Okay. And what is your rank?
I'm a master sergeant, so me 7.
Okay. And what do you like about the military?
Um, I think a lot of people, a lot of things that are kind of missed nowadays. Not saying for everybody, but I think most jobs out there, uh, there really isn't a lot of job satisfaction. In the military, you kind of do stuff because everything's bigger than just yourself, right? You're not doing it
Right.
for yourself, you're doing it for others, whether that's, your airmen, your soldiers, those next to you. You do it for your family, you do it for country. Everything you do is bigger than yourself. Um, Obviously, we don't get paid a whole lot, right? So we're not in it for the money. But I think that's what I find most satisfying about being in the military.
Okay. And what advice would you give to someone that is considering joining the military?
Oh man, that's a good question. There's a lot to it. Um, I'd say do your research. Definitely do your research. Figure out what you want to do. Um, find out which branch is gonna um, pique your interest because you don't want to go into a career that you don't enjoy, right? Just like anything else. Air Force offers hundreds of different jobs. Same with the Army, Navy, Marines. Every branch has hundreds of different jobs. So figure out what your interest is in and go for something that you actually enjoy doing. Because no one wants to be stuck in a career that they don't enjoy. So do something that you like, do something that you're passionate about. Um, and everything that you learn, just make sure you pass that on to those coming after you.
Okay. What are some benefits if you end up joining?
Ooh, really good one. There's a long list of those too. I think the main benefits though that catches most people's attention is the free education, right?
Right.
So we have the GI Bill. Once you get out of the military, it pays for your college.
Mm-hmm.
So college is paid for. They also pay you if you're a full-time student for your housing too, depending on the area, right?
Right.
So that's a big benefit. While you're in the military, they'll also pay your tuition for you to go to any school you want to go to. So, um, as soon as you're done with tech school, you're a few credits away from your associate's degree. As soon as you knock that out, you can start on your degree of choice, right? So if you want to go for
Right.
a bachelor's, you want to go for your master's, hey, military pays for it. So I'm a huge advocate for, getting after your higher learning, right? Because there is life outside of the military. So you got to prepare yourself for that. Uh, Aside from, kind of the higher education, all the skills you're going to learn while in the military, managing people, managing resources, supervising, human relations. Those are all additional benefits that you're going to cash in once you actually get out of the military, right? Makes you very marketable on the outside, because most jobs know, hey, you got a great work ethic, right? Being in the military. So you get out. On top of that, you have all of these other skills, not even directly tied to whatever your profession is, that
Right.
you can levy as well. Um, Lastly, I would say is housing. So you can get a VA loan,
Mm-hmm.
zero interest, zero down payment for whatever house you want to buy. So that's also a really cool benefit for a lot of folks that are trying to get in.
Right.
Um, yeah, and that's just to name a few. There's
Okay.
definitely way more than that, but
Right.
top of the
Yes.
dome.
Right. And personally, do you think this will be a long-term career for you?
I mean it definitely is, right? So kind of like I stated earlier, I wanted to be LAPD, right?
Mm.
This was coming straight out of high school. So I joined when I was 17 back in 2008. I thought I was only going to do 4 years and, 17 years later, here I am, right?
Right.
So for me, it's definitely a great career move. I've enjoyed it. My family's enjoyed it. Um, Probably going to go at least 20 years,
Okay.
if I can do more than that, I'm probably going to press with it, but
Mhm.
definitely doing a full career out of it.
Right.